Welcome and thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Shop Small, Support Local Downtown Spotlight. I am Tiffany Cadret. I am the Executive Director of the Pleasanton Downtown Association. I am joined today by our Mayor of Pleasanton, Carla Brown. Mayor Brown, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Tiffany. It's an honor to be here. We're here today with the Superfly Wheels crew, and that is Tim Cortez, Ryan Brown, and Mike Ralph. How are you guys?
Good.
Hi, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, you've been in business on Main Street for a while, and I wondered if you can tell us a little bit more about how you got your business started and why you picked Pleasanton to do business.
Sure, Mayor Brown. So essentially, we've been here since November of 2019, and we purchased the shop from an existing bike shop that had been here for about 24 years on Main Street. So yeah, to keep the location and to obviously maintain the customer service with prior customers to our current customers, just seemed to make it smooth with the transition and whatnot. So
are you guys all passionate about cycling yourselves?
Absolutely, yeah. I actually grew up in Pleasanton, and when I was going to Harvest Park, I actually used to have a little bicycle shop in my garage, and I would go to all the police auctions every once a month on Saturdays, and I would buy all the unclaimed bicycles, and then I had a little shop in my garage, and it helped me buy some things during high school and junior high and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. I've always been involved. Yeah.
Did it pay for your college education too?
No, it didn't pay for my college. I still had to hit up mom and dad for that, So thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Well, we're really glad you're on Main Street. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful. Well, let's take a little tour, if we can, around the store to see what Superfly Wheels is all about.
Yeah, what you're looking at here is an e-bike from one of our boutique companies called Intense Bicycles. And the e-bike segment has really grown in the bicycle industry because now there's a ion lithium battery and you have a motor, and basically it allows just about anybody of any skill level, any age to actually go for a long mountain bike ride. And they're really popular, especially at the Pleasanton Ridge. So it's definitely a large growing segment for us. Yeah, and then up here on the right is our mountain bikes, and these range from prices all the way from $800 all the way up to, sky's the limit essentially. But yeah, so these are self-pedaled mountain bikes that climb up the ridge. Fantastic.
And then we do, like my colleague Ryan was saying, we do a lot of mountain bikes. We do a lot of bikes for around town too. Like if you're looking for a bike to ride down to the farmer's market, or just go get coffee at Inklings, or just, enjoy our beautiful area around here. We have a lot of bikes that aren't sky's the limit. Something for everybody is what we try to do. And then this bike pictured here is also from Intense Cycles. It's one of our premier brands of carbon fiber performance mountain bikes. So if you're riding at Pleasanton Ridge, for example, or Del Val, or even Brushy Peak, we got some great bikes to handle anything like that.
Yeah, so the next segment of bicycles you're looking at is generally for our kids. What's really popular in Pleasanton, as you guys know, is the BMX track located near Shadow Cliffs. And because that is such a popular destination and has really grown the BMX segment of bicycles, that has been a really great benefit for us here at the bike shop. And we're really trying to cater to those kids who are at the bike track, carrying bike track specific bicycles, helmets, gloves, and then all the other essential gear that goes along with it. So yeah, that's definitely been a big growing part of the shop for us as the BMX world, yeah.
And then beyond the BMX bikes and the bikes for young riders or casual riders, we do carry road bikes for enthusiasts. If you're looking to get out on the great roads we have out here, we carry bikes from Bianchi and Giant. Bianchi is a long-term Italian brand. They've been making high-end bikes for 135 years. So they're actually the oldest bike company on the planet. And we're lucky enough to carry their bikes. Really beautiful. And you'll notice there on the wall, some of the accessories in that teal color. It's actually pronounced Celeste, and it's Bianchi's trademark color. And you'd see that represented on, bikes at the Tour de France, all the way to, the casual rides around here. So we're pretty lucky to carry something as cool as Bianchi. And then as you veer to the left there, we also carry a lot of BMX parts. Tires are a big part of our business. They kind of keep us rolling here. That's a bike pun. And then a full section of helmets and shoes and all the soft goods that riders would need. So we really try to have something for everybody, something for riders of all types, and prices that compare favorably with online or big box retailers. And then of course, socks and gloves and, a wide selection of everything.
Yeah, and then one thing you can't see as well is we actually are lucky enough to have a basement. So below the retail section, so that's where we're standing right now. So we have an exceptionally large service area, which allows us to have multiple people working on bikes simultaneously, and then also to have a lot of bikes in for service at once. So yeah, that's also another benefit that you really can't see there is our basement. So yeah, large service area.
Well, I know that firsthand because you just did some maintenance on the bike that I purchased from your store.
Right.
Nice.
And then I had a flat tire, which I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to change the rear tire, and did a tune-up. And you guys did an excellent job. I can't wait till the sun's back out and I can get out and go bicycling again. But I had no idea you had a basement, so that's extra cool.
It is, yes. Not too
And
many of
can
those
I-
in California, yeah.
Yeah. Just a basic question. A carbon fiber, why would somebody pay the extra money for a carbon fiber bicycle?
Yeah, well, there's a few reasons. Number one, the weight advantages. You're going to save about 2.5 pounds on a bicycle frame with carbon fiber. The other advantage is not only is it light, but it's really stiff and really, really strong. So when you generate force into the pedals of your bicycle, the force is really going to translate well to the rear wheel because of how stiff the frame is. So every ounce of energy you're giving into the pedals will then go really into the rear wheel and give you more power. And so they're much more efficient, they're much lighter, and they look really cool.
Excellent. And at the city, we're always looking at traffic and
Sure.
air quality and so forth. And we've been on a push for those who can to ride their bikes to work. So I assume that you have bicycles for people that are not just going on the ridge.
We do, absolutely. Yeah, we have, there's a segment of bicycles that we carry. They're called commuter bicycles. And there's two different ways you can buy the bicycle. You can get one that is electrical assist, or you can get one that's not. And both of the bicycles have really comfortable geometry. A lot of them come with fenders, so if you're riding in the rain. We actually sell a lot of bicycles that people can take on BART that are electrical assist. So that way, when they get to San Francisco and they get off BART, they have to go motor up a steep hill, they can do that and they can get to work and they're not going to be all hot and, sweaty and they're nice work outfit. And still, it's very environmentally friendly. And then you're outside and, so it's good for many different reasons. So, yeah.
Fantastic. That sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Well, we know.
yeah, and then there's foldable bikes that get really small that people can take on the Ace Train or take on BART as well, and you can fold them and carry them like almost like a briefcase. So those are growing segment as well.
Well, we know
Yeah.
COVID has had some pretty big impacts. How have you had to adapt based on restrictions, and how has this impacted your business?
Yeah, so ultimately, back at the beginning of April, they deemed bike shops essential. So that put us in a position where, coming to work was something that we could do and wanted to do, obviously to benefit folks that were still having to pedal to work, or obviously with the increased time on their hands, folks wanting to get out and ride more. And so from April till about July, right when it started to get really hot, we were actually servicing folks outside on our front porch. We call it porch side service. So we would actually come out, somebody would stand outside, we'd walk out our door, grab a tube for them, sell them a bike, whatever they wanted to do. But then once that heat wave came, it made more sense to enable our store to handle folks. And so we limit to 2 groups in the shop at any time. And at the same time, we're all wearing masks. I mean, obviously down here, part of our bubble. So, I mean, we've been, in each other's faces for months and months. And so this is our family. But at the same time, upstairs, as contactless as possible when it comes to payment methods. We've got sanitizer everywhere, and we're wiping things down as folks come in and out. So I feel like we've created a comfortable space for folks to come in and still get what they need.
So as a local shop, obviously you have the personal touch, and we can see you and drive up and park oftentimes in front of your bike shop to come meet. But some folks look to the big box stores for purchases, and obviously you're differentiating yourself really well with a wide variety of products. But is there anything specific that you can help to explain to those that are watching at home how you're different than a big box store?
Great question, Mayor Brown. Big box stores are great for a lot of things, but bicycles inherently are very mechanical and very detailed, and there's a lot to it beyond just 2 wheels and a seat. For example, on all the new bikes that we sell here at Superfly Wheels, we include free checkovers for life, because we know full well that once that bike gets out on the trail or the sidewalk, it's going to need adjustments and maintenance to keep it working properly. So on all the new bikes, that's included. When we assemble a new bike, we spend at least an hour to 2 to 3 getting that bike together right out of the box. Whereas big box stores are just not geared for that type of quality attention. Like I said, great for some things, but not everything. And bikes are very special and very personal for everybody, and they need to work properly. Because if they're not, you can tell pretty quick. If the brakes are rubbing, or the wheels out of true, or the gears aren't working, you will feel it instantly. So beyond just a wide selection of goods and competitive prices, the care and attention we put into fixing bikes and building new bikes and getting folks like yourself out there, that's why we're here, and we're good at it.
Well, a bicycle is not a small cost. It's not like buying paper towels or something. And so if you're going to invest money in a bicycle, definitely want to get one that's going to be maintained later by a local. When I purchased my bike, the seat it came with was not comfortable, which is not probably the first time you've heard that. And so your bike shop helped me to find the right seat so that I was comfortable riding the bike, and then would therefore, of course, use it more. So yeah, that handheld customer service, you cannot get any of that from a store, from a big box, as we like to call them, stores. So thank you.
How can our Pleasanton community get in touch with you all at Superfly Wheels?
So we're in the shop Monday through Friday from 11 to 6, and on Saturdays from 11 to 5. Folks can also find us through our website. So just www.superflywheels.com, where, our website does offer the ability for folks to purchase bikes, parts, whether they're in our store or something we have to order from the vendor. That's an option. I mean, obviously, for the pay, the contactless payments and things of that nature, that was a huge plus for us, especially back when this fall first broke out. So ultimately email as well. So ROLLON @superflywheels.com. And then our number is 925-248-2453.
Wonderful. Be sure to stop in Superfly Wheels. They are located at 537 Main Street. I want to say thank you to Tim, Ryan, and Mike, the Superfly Wheels crew, for joining us today. And a shout out to Mayor Brown. Thank you for supporting our downtown businesses. Really appreciate you all being on this call today. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye.